Your best friends can't help you. They love you, they support you, but they share your exact network. The people who will actually change your life, you barely even know them yet. Science calls them weak ties. They hold your absolute next big break. Here's exactly how to unlock them in this explainer. Section 1, Strangers Hold Success, the Mark Granovetter study. Because, look, we need to prove this isn't just some wild claim by looking at a groundbreaking 1973 Stanford experiment.
So Granovetter surveyed 282 men, and what he discovered was completely counterintuitive. He actually found that their casual acquaintances were vastly more helpful in securing employment than their absolute closest friends. Crazy, right?
Think of it like this. Your strong ties, those really close friends, they act like a massive echo chamber. They just recycle the exact same information you already have. But weak ties, they act as expansive bridges. They literally connect you to entirely new, outside networks and ideas that you simply wouldn't have access to otherwise. Section 2. The connector's mindset. Never eat alone. To actually harness this science, we need to completely redefine networking, using Keith Ferrazzi's philosophy. We really have to dismantle this myth that networking is just some selfish act of taking. Instead, it requires audacious generosity built on 4 core beliefs. First up, reciprocity. You gotta give to receive. Second, infinite goodwill. Help others without keeping score to create a massive multiplier effect. Third, build your network long before you actually need it. And finally, audacity. You literally need the courage to risk rejection to build your community.
Section 3, Who you need to know, the target list. Okay, let's get highly tactical now and look at the exact weak tie archetypes you need to seek out to really accelerate your career. Enter the superconnector. This is your ultimate weak tie. Gaining their trust immediately unlocks doors to vast, previously inaccessible communities. We are talking about people in roles like headhunters, fundraisers, or journalists. Basically, people whose very jobs require them to know absolutely everyone. So to reach these super connectors, you have to execute an actionable blueprint. Step 1, find your blue flame. That is the intersection of your passion and your ability. Step 2, identify target people who align with your goals. And step 3, do intensive homework. Heavily research their interests before you ever make contact so you can offer real tailored value. Section 4, Navigating the Digital Age, Online Social Capital. Let's look at how this offline strategy translates today, because the digital revolution has completely supercharged the power of weak ties. Get this. A monumental 5-year study by Stanford and MIT researchers analyzed an incredible 20 million people on LinkedIn. They did this to test Granovetter's theories right in the middle of the modern labor market. And the hard data absolutely confirms the theory. The researchers found that a person's weakest ties were indeed the most helpful for career advancement. This unequivocally proves that weak ties completely dominate the digital landscape. But, the Institute for Social Capital notes that we really have to strike a delicate balance here. Face-to-face interaction builds deep trust, but it's geographically limited. Digital networking, on the other hand, gives you that massive global reach, but it carries a huge risk of trapping you in superficial echo chambers. So you must strategically use digital platforms to foster real trust, not just settle for empty clicks. Section 5, The Art of Following Up. Convert connections. Because listen, none of these digital connections or bold introductions matter at all if you fail to convert those initial handshakes into reliable social capital. Ferrazzi emphasizes that you must become completely indispensable to your weak ties. You do this in 3 main ways. First, ping them constantly to stay on their radar. Second, use social arbitrage. Basically, share your specialized knowledge to solve their problems. And most importantly, create a profound emotional impact by actively helping them improve their health, their wealth, or the lives of their children. That right there is how you turn a loose connection into a lifelong ally. And honestly, this human element is completely irreplaceable. Even with the rapid rise of AI and machine learning, employers will always rely on the nuanced, holistic trust of personal contacts way over automated data. Genuine human connection simply outperforms algorithms every single time. I want to leave you with this provocative thought from Keith Ferrazzi. The absolute biggest mistake you can make is networking when you are desperate. So let me ask you, will you start building your network today, or will you just wait until it's too late?